Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Inside Guns with your host, me, the Yankee Marshal. Tonight, I want to talk about the Baldwin, Alec Baldwin, and Kim Potter cases, and which one of these people I think should go to jail. Now, before I do that, though, I want to take a minute so I don't forget later on in the chat to remind everyone that we are still giving away a Glock every Friday. We'll be giving one away tomorrow at the 6 p.m. Pacific Time chat. To be registered to win, all you got to do is go over and donate to the Fur Friends Animal Rescue. I'm giving everyone who donates $10 or more to Fur Friends Animal Rescue an entry into a chance to win a Glock on Friday. You have till midnight tonight to go over to tympistolproject.com. There's a link over there you can use to go to the GoFundMe for this fundraiser and donate. And you have till midnight tonight. That's the cutoff for this Friday's drawing. Anything after midnight tonight will be on next Friday's drawing. But if you haven't donated yet and you want to and you can, please do. Give what you can because it's a very worthy cause. There are so many neglected, abused, and abandoned animals right now more than ever. So we need the animal rescues more than ever, and they need us more than ever, and the animals need us more than ever. So go over, give as generously as you can, and like I said, for every $10, you'll get an entry to win that Glock. So go donate, and then come tomorrow to the live chat, see if you won. And with that being said, I want to move on here and talk about these two cases, the Baldwin case and the Potter case. What are the similarities and what are the differences between these two cases? Well, really not that many differences. They're very similar. I think they're both guilty of the same crime. Now, I've talked about Baldwin before. I haven't talked about my feelings about Potter. But I don't think there's any question that she committed a crime. Now, I know some people have muddied the water a little bit, the prosecutor or the defendants mostly, their lawyers, to where she would have been justified in shooting him had she shot him. And that's true. She may have been. Under Minnesota law, she may have been justified in shooting him. But she wasn't trying to shoot him. So obviously, through her own judgment at the time, shooting him wasn't justified. She was trying to tase him. She, under her own judgment, decided to tase. She just made a mistake, grabbed her gun instead, shot and killed this person. Because she didn't see deadly force being necessary at the time, but did so through mistaken actions, through negligence. She made a mistake. That means she committed second-degree manslaughter or involuntary manslaughter in some states. They call it, it's interchangeable. She basically admitted it. You can tell from what happened on tape, she didn't mean to do that. And she was distraught because she did do it. Because in her mind, this was not a time I should have been shooting. This was a time I was trying to use my taser and I made a mistake. Well, she admits she made a mistake. He's dead. Well, he's dead because of her mistake. That's second-degree manslaughter or involuntary manslaughter. And it's involuntary or second degree because there was no malice involved, no intent involved. It was a mistake. But she still committed a crime. Now, it was in the commission of her duties, so I think that's something that comes into account later, but in the sentencing stage. Right now, to me, it's clear-cut she committed a crime. She had something in her hand she thought was safe. It wasn't. She took someone's life because of a mistake. Same thing with Baldwin. He was, I guess, in the commission of his job, acting, and he claimed someone told him the gun was safe, but he failed to make sure it was safe. He accidentally, through negligence, fired a firearm, and that firearm then caused him firing that firearm caused someone else to lose their life. That's also second-degree manslaughter, involuntary manslaughter. He had no intention, he had no malice, he had no forethought, but still, his mistake cost someone else their life. It's the same case as far as I'm concerned, practically. The only difference is Kim Potter's actually sitting on a jury stand right now, testifying, and Alec Baldwin has yet to be charged. Now, I think he should be charged. I'm hoping he will be charged. I think he will be charged. If he's not charged, it's going to be really hard to explain why not. Especially if Kim Potter gets convicted. Which brings me to my question of which one I think should go to jail. And that's kind of a trick question because it's the same crime. If one of them goes to jail, they both need to go to jail. If one of them goes free, well, then they should both go free. If people think, well, Alec Baldwin should go free, well, then so should Kim Potter. If people think that Kim Potter needs to go to jail for 10 years, well, then so does Alec Baldwin. This is one of those situations you can't have it both ways. They both did pretty much the same thing. They both had something in their hands that they thought was safe, but it wasn't. And both of them failed to verify that it was safe. And because they used that item in their hand, people lost their lives. Same case as far as I'm concerned. Just different actors. So the only difference I see between the two is I think their sentencing could be different. Because here's the thing. Cop, performing her duties, didn't have any malice, didn't have any forethought, probably doesn't have any prior arrests, I would bet. So I think if I was on that jury, I would say, I do feel bad for her. And I'm not losing any sleep over the loss of the person she shot. Doesn't seem like he was, future Nobel Prize winner material. Although it's terrible whenever anyone loses their life when they shouldn't. But, there's bigger tragedies in the world than this one. So I would feel sorry for her. But when you're on a jury, it's not your job to feel sorry or bring emotions in at all. You're supposed to decide if they committed a crime. Just by the facts. And by the facts, I can't see how you can say either of these two people didn't commit a crime. But like I said, during her sentencing, if I was on the jury, I would say all those things led up that are taken into account here, like never done anything wrong, she served her community, blah, 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 give her the minimum sentence. And I don't know what it is in Minnesota. I think nationally the minimum base sentence for manslaughter, second degree, or involuntary is 10 months. So as a juror, I would be like, wow, I just feel sorry for her. I wish she didn't serve any time, but the minimum's 10 months. So that's what I'd say. I would recommend 10 months. Same thing with Alec Baldwin, except, Alec Baldwin never showed any remorse. This woman showed remorse immediately. I don't think Alec Baldwin has accepted any responsibility for what he did. I think Kim Potter has done so more so than Alec Baldwin, and even she is, she admitted she made a mistake, but then, doesn't want to go to jail, so she said whatever she has to after that, but she showed genuine emotion after she did it. Baldwin, I haven't seen any genuine emotion from him whatsoever, and what little I have seen, it seems like more like acting than anything else. I've seen him more in damage control, so I'd take that into account when I was sentencing. I'd say, well, the minimum's 10 months, but, I say give him 24 because he doesn't show any remorse. Also, doesn't he have a history of roughing up paparazzis? Doesn't he have a criminal record from that kind of stuff and being sued and charged and arrested? I've seen multiple mugshots of him. So actually, in this case, when it comes to the two of them, I think I would rather not see Potter go to jail. I really don't care about Alec Baldwin one way or the other. Doesn't matter to me in my life. I like his movies, The Shadow. I like 30 Rock. Beetlejuice, for God's sakes. I got no problem with his movies. I think he's hilarious on Saturday Night Live. But he committed a crime and he needs to serve the time. Same thing with Potter. I might wish she didn't have to serve any time, but still, there's a minimum and she did commit the crime. But I think she should get the minimum. Alec Baldwin might be a little different because, like I said, he does have a history of doing some bad things and I've seen no remorse. So I think they should both go to jail, but probably not for the same amount of time, even though it was pretty much the same crime. All right, everybody, that's pretty much it for me this evening. I want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas, even though I will see you tomorrow too. But if I don't see you again, like maybe you just don't watch my video tomorrow, I want to make sure to say Merry Christmas to everybody out there. Now, I would say Happy Holidays, but this weekend is just Christmas. I don't know of any other holidays this weekend. So Merry Christmas. And I'm not leaving anybody out. If I missed Hanukkah or Kwanzaa or whatever, I'm sorry I missed you. But right now, it's Christmas. So Merry Christmas to everybody out there. I'm actually going to try to do a Christmas themed video tomorrow for Christmas Eve. I want to do the top 5 toy guns ever. What were the top 5 types of toy guns you could get? And I'm going to use my experiences as a former child, believe it or not, I used to be one, to line up what I thought were the best toy guns I ever had, because I love toy guns. So join me tomorrow, hopefully for that video, if I get my shit together and get it made tomorrow. But other than that, I just want to sign off by saying I hope everyone enjoyed the show today. I hope you come back again tomorrow. And until then, I just want to remind everyone to always carry and stay safe until I see you again.